Today's video is going to take a little slight turn from what we're typically used to reacting to. I was talking to a friend of mine not too long ago, and he just got back from Miami, a trip in Miami. And he was telling me how he felt like he spent way too much money. He felt like to the point where he was scammed a lot of times. And I explained my experiences being in the nightlife scene as a promoter. I think I've promoted for 2 or 3 different promotion teams, as a bouncer, and as just a club goer. I've clubbed in New Jersey, New York, Philly, California, Miami, New Orleans, Vegas. I've clubbed in a lot of places, and it's a lot of the same thing. One of the biggest scams that people complain about, or the biggest issues that people complain about nightlife, is the 150 to 200 to 300% markup on just drinks alone. $300, $400 for a bottle of something that you can buy for $40 at your local spot. Just shots, or a regular mixed drink, $15. That's been a long time complaint, and people have felt like they were scammed in with these things. But it goes even worse than that. I mean, my experiences, I've seen a lot, I've witnessed a lot, and it's mind-boggling. If people knew the things that went on, they would slow down with going and spending their money. I don't care how much money you have. It's become a waste. I don't club anymore. I don't go out anymore. That life that life is past me. But I know a lot of people that still go out, and today we're gonna go through how some compilations of people talking about how the nightlife scene scams you and how they are ripping you off. Clubs and bars are ripping you off. So before we start this video, please subscribe to the channel, like this video. Be sure to share it with your friends and your family members. That way, if they have any experiences that they would like to share, I would love to hear them. I would love to read them and react to them. All right, let's get into it.
There's a common scam here in Las Vegas that takes place a lot, particularly at nighttime, but it frequently goes unnoticed and doesn't get talked about very much. It largely revolves around taxis, SUVs, and limos picking people up and taking them to places like clubs, liquor stores, and things like that. Now, what happens is these drivers will pick up passengers, whether it's in front of a hotel or somewhere else in the area, and they'll say, hey, do you guys want to go to a club? Now, oftentimes you say yes, or say, okay, well, let's go to this club. You might want to go to a different one. They're going to try to push you somewhere else, because what's going on? They're getting a commission from the club or the liquor store or whatever it is to bring you there. Now, getting a commission or a referral or anything like that is not a scam. The scam part comes in some of the lies they tell you in order to get you to go to the specific place that they want you to go, because that place is going to pay them more money. So if you go to a place and it's $50 to get in, one club might only pay them $50 per guy, or another club might pay them $100 per guy.
I was gonna say, I don't think that's necessarily a scam, right? Because most people that go to Vegas, they're visiting, right? They're tourists. So they don't know where the happening places are unless they go to Vegas all the time. Then they know what's going on where. But if you just go there and this is your first time ever there, or, you haven't been in 10, 15 years, and things obviously have changed since the last time you've been there, I mean, what's wrong with asking the Uber driver or the Lyft driver? And I think that's just more than, I don't know. I guess it's just ways for them to make more money, I guess. Because a lot of people, like in those types of cities, that's full-time work for them. Ubering and doing Lyft and, ride sharing and things like that is full-time work for them, because there's so much going on. It's always people that's going to need a ride somewhere. So it's not like cities where I am where, there may be a lot of people moving around before work or after work, but like midday, there's nothing going on. In Vegas, there's stuff going on 24/7. There's hundreds and thousands of people moving around 24/7. So, you know, I guess, yeah, they can lie to you and mislead you, say, hey, take you here, and it might be a bogus place or it might be a whack place. They're just taking you there. I don't know.
Guy. So they're going to want to take you to a place that's going to pay them more money. There's even an app that they use called Kickback. This app is what drivers have to tell them which places are going to pay them the most money for bringing someone there.
Yeah, so it's definitely just a way for the drivers to make extra cash. I think I would do that as well if I lived in Vegas or near Vegas and I was an Uber driver, a Lyft driver. I'm probably going to try to squeeze as much money as I can, make as much money as I can. So, I mean, shout out to them. I just hope they're not really something that they're giving people something that they don't sell, or they're selling people something that they don't sell. So where the heck are they gonna get these? They probably got the kitchen in on it. The kitchen staff probably making a little cut too. You Lord, watching this scam go down in your club, man. Listen, clubs already have a bad reputation of scamming people, and now you're watching it, and it's not even the owners that's really doing it.
Wait, where are we gonna get the sausages from?
Don't worry about it. You go check on everything, okay?
Oh, okay.
So Saxon, my 27-year-old son, was in Ushuaia the other weekend, and he's with some of his mates, a couple of chicks, and one of our other friends' sons is one of the main security guys there, like that. So they don't.
Wait, time out. Does he have a pair of jeans on his head? He has a pair of jeans upside down on his head. What? I've never seen that. It looks like and there's a brim to it. Did he go to like the children's store and get like a really small pair of jeans that's meant for a toddler or something and attach it to a brim? It's not my style. That's your style, homie. That ain't my style.
Pay to get in Ushuaia. So Saxon's gone to the bar and he's ordered 3 vodka Red Bulls or 4, I can't remember, and they're 48 euros each.
Jeez.
And he's like, no, I don't want them. Of course, they put them out, open the cans, and then they want to throw them out. They want to get the security and throw them out because they don't want to pay ridiculous money for a drink. And luckily, my mate's quite high there, and he's come and said no. But this is how ridiculous it is.
You have no idea how many times I've had to do that as a bouncer, knowing that it's completely wrong, knowing that's. And I say it to them after they, I get them outside. I'm like, listen, I'm sorry. I agree with you. That's ridiculous prices, but I do have a job to do, and they respect me for it. Sometimes they come back and build a reputation with them. They don't cause no trouble, nothing like that, or they never come back. But you have no idea how many times I've had to do that.
And apparently it's 24 euros for a shot in there. I mean, that's insane. We've all got bars. How much is a bottle of Yerbas? It's like 12 euros for a bottle. You get 20 shots out of a bottle, and you want me to pay 24 euros for a shot? Sorry, you because and in the end, you're losing everybody. And everybody says everything's packed. It's not for this hotel. It's too many 5-star hotels. Is it 5-star service? No, it's not. Is it 5-star prices? Yes, it fucking is.
That's
The
wild.
biggest scam that Nightlife ever created is not being able to take your bottles out of the club. Because what do you mean I pay for it and I can't take it home? I'm taking it home. Are you me?
All right. Oh, it looks like they're going back for more. So what he just said, I've always kind of found an issue with that, but didn't have an issue with it as well. I don't know too many places in the States that allow public drinking, just walking down the street with a bottle, right? So I'm not saying that you just let a person, hey, I paid $300 for this bottle, let me leave with my bottle. That's not it, right? I always thought that there should be some sort of way, some sort of container you can put this in and seal it up. Because, you know, someone's going to do something stupid, but they're going to go out there and they're going to, you know, get in trouble for public intoxication. They're going to be walking down the street, drinking the bottle, driving, and hand the bottle off to the driver, and the driver takes a drink. And, you know, people going to go out there and do something stupid, and the cops going to pull them over, or the cops going to, you know, get wind of it, and they're going to be talking to them. And, of course, they're going to say where they just came from, and now that venue gets in trouble, right? So I understand that part. I'm not saying that. But some sort of way to put it in a sealed container. But, hey, you can take your alcohol with you. You can't take the bottle. We're going to put it in this sealed container, seal it up. If you break the seal, the police know that this seal is not meant to be broken unless you break it, and it's only a one-time breaking. So you go and you break that seal before you get home, that's on you, right? Maybe something like that. We have people that invent everything. Someone can invent something like that. Maybe I'll invent that and make tons of money off that.
I never expected to see anything like this.
$15 a glizzy. She's making out. I wonder where she's getting this. Like, did she bring it in herself? Like, she must have the kitchen. She must have, like, went to, like, Costco or some wholesale place and got hundreds of glizzies and just say, hey, we going to run this scam. Girls don't do that. They don't approach people with shots. They don't approach people with shots. Let me say that. So they have two people in their club, running their own separate scams. That's when they about to do something sneaky.
Took that reserved sign off of that table. So now Johnny's going to cancel.
This is why they say going down to the bar in Hoboken is a scam.
Oh. Hoboken. Holla at your boy. Whatever he about to say about Hoboken, it's probably legit.
Bro, I paid for me and 3 other people 1 round of shots. Just 1 round of shots, bro. And the bill came out to $52. $52 for 1 round of shots, and the night barely even started. After that, I went, wow. So I ain't tip. You're supposed to tip bars. I'm not saying don't tip. You always got to tip people in the bar.
Tip them. Tip your waiters, your waitresses, your bartenders. Tip them. They don't come there to mess around. Nobody wants to be out 2, 3, 4, 5 in the morning serving alcohol and food. Tip. I'm not the best tipper, but I tip.
But I'm like, yo, if I pay $52, why I gotta lose more money, bro? I thought I was gonna spend like $25 max. $52. I checked the receipt and everything, and each shot was like, bro, it was like $11 a shot. And I was like, yo, I want the cheapest shot you got. Gives the most expensive shot. So I go to another bar. I'm like, whatever, must get like 2 beers and that's it. Like, I'm calling it a whole night. $32? $32 for 2 beers?
2 beers.
Mind you, I barely be going down to Hoboken. I'm not, it's just not that, it's not me, you feel me? It's not my vibe anymore. Last night proved, this is why we won't be going back. I'll only be going probably once every 6 months. Promise.
Not even that. I haven't been to Hoboken in years. I have to have a reason to go to Hoboken. Like, it's got to be a special occasion, a friend of mine's birthday or something like that. I've gone to Hoboken way too many times, and it's not it.
And it's after a payday. Bro, I literally checked everything total. I almost spent like $90. And I was barely even tipsy. I mean, I got a little later, not gonna lie. But like, you know what I mean, bro? If you're gonna go down to like the bars, like bar hopping or like clubbing, whatever, just go home, watch some Netflix with your people, order some pizza, call that night.
Do not buy the Halloween bar crawl ticket. This is the biggest scam in Boston that I feel like is just a Canton event at this point. And don't worry, I have fallen for it. I posted this 2 years ago, but this is how many people have the same ticket to get into the same bar and none of us got in. Just look at the comments. Austin is not capable of figuring out exactly how many tickets they're allowed to sell and how to organize the schedule so that each person can get into different bars. I have no clue if this is the case in different cities, but this is 100% how it is in Boston. If I can save you from one thing, it is not buying that ticket. Don't even try to go to the bars. Honestly, you will not get in.
Sweetheart, it's not just Boston. The last video, dude was talking about Hoboken. That's the last place I did a bar crawl. I think I paid $150 for a ticket, and I got a wristband, and I was supposed to be able to just get into, whatever bar I go to. I just bar hop. I think I only got into 2 bars that night. You saw the line, right? That's legit. Like, you might as well go to a New York club and just wait in a long line for an hour. Like, it's like going to Six Flags and waiting to get on a new roller coaster. You're in that line for 2 hours. Like, that's how that was. Because the people that are inside, they're not trying to rush out to go somewhere else. They're chilling. They're relaxing. They don't want to have to be rushed out because other people want to get in. Like, that's not the purpose that you go for. Like, yeah, you want to go and hit other spots, but that was the biggest scam, one of the biggest scams ever. I was like, this was absolutely worthless. And yeah, I was going to spend that $150 anyway, but like for a band just to be able to get in, that was the worst. That was one of the worst experiences. So she's right.
If you want to see what absolute misery looks like in New York City, go to a nightclub and watch people who pay $4,000 for a table or bottle service. And hold on, hear me out. Let me take my glasses off for this one. People go all out, get dolled up, right? Either get a promoter or they go in and wherever the case may be. And they just like sit in the corner of this table, just spend the whole time on their phone. They don't dance, they barely talk. They'll take like a selfie together or two, and then they'll record when the girls come out with the bottles, with the Casamigos with the little sparkler on top, and then that's it. That's all they'll do. And you know what? Maybe that's how you choose to have fun. That's okay.
That's boring though. Like, bring back dancing. When people are on the dance floor dancing, having fun, mingling with other people. Bring that back. Even as a bouncer, like, you should see people, they come in, they got, like you said, all dolled up, and then they come and they sit down, and they're on their phone most of the time. And then every so often, when the bottle girl comes out with the sparklers, they Snapchat or Instagram story like they're actually having fun. But, like, if I could wear, like, I would love to wear, like, a GoPro and show the actual footage of what's happening with these females or these guys that are pretending that they're having fun. They're not having fun. And you've probably paid a cover charge to get in there. And
But damn, you spent like $400 on a bottle of Casamigos that goes for like, I don't know, $40 in the liquor store.
You know what I'm saying?
You didn't really dance. You didn't really talk to anyone new. You just sat in the corner and texted on your phone. And as someone who's done table service before, that's kind of whack, don't you think? Like,
that's trash.
Could you have not just gone home and did all that? Seems like a waste of time, my love. I don't know, mate. You tell me.
At this point, the type of money that you go out and spend, $4,000 for a table. At this point, round up some of your homies, round up some of your homegirls, couple family members, cousins or something like that. Hey, yo, I'll go to so-and-so. I'll grab a couple boxes of pizzas. You grab propane. We're going to throw some wings or something on the grill. You grab the beers. You grab some hard alcohol. You grab the ice. And just sit back on my back deck, start a little bonfire and have some fun. Play some music. We could stay out there all night. It's my house. If somebody get too over drunk, hey, lay them on the couch. Make sure they get home safe in the morning. Like, with the kind of money you're paying now, and you're getting dressed up for that, to sit on your phone, is wild. That's wild business. That's not the wave no more.
Clubs are a huge waste of time and honestly a scam. Like, I went to one last night with some friends from high school. We were down in San Diego. And it was fun, like just dancing with my friends, but fucking low-key a scam. You pay $20 to just be sweaty with a bunch of random people. And you just get shoved around and like can't move. And it smells. It smells like dog shit in there.
I didn't even mention that part.
Nasty. And, not to mention like a water there is like $8. Charging like Fiji water, which is like it's high-end water, which is fucking a scam in itself. But charging like $8 for Fiji water. I feel like there's so many more fun things you could be doing on a Saturday.
I remember I was in, I forget where I was at. It was so long ago. But I asked for a water. $10 for a water. $10. There's no bottle of water that costs $10. It was like a Dasani. And we know Dasani is like toilet water filtered. Like, and I'm sure a lot of other companies do the same. But Dasani is known for that. It is not good water. There's chemical in the water. Like, it's not good water. And I paid $10. I kind of looked at them like, yo, you lucky I'm dehydrated right now. I've been sweating. I've been dancing. You lucky. Like, because at that point, I needed it.
Our Friday night in a nightclub. Can't really name them off the top of my head, but like, I feel like there's better things to do than a nightclub. And I don't know how people go all the time. Like, I feel like it gets really boring really fast. Like, it's the same thing every single time with just different faces. But yeah, that's just me.
Now, have y'all been getting...
Shout out to that dude. Hey, listen, if you're still here watching, please, down in the comment section right now, type Nightlife. That way I know if people are still watching. All right? Let's keep it going.
sick from the liquor at the nightclubs?
Sick.
Okay, check this out.
Now, if you drink for real and you go to the club a lot, then you know club liquor be the absolute worst. Get you towed the fuck up. Because a lot of that liquor be cut, especially when you buy liquor from the bar. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that liquor be cut. So people try to avoid it by just buying bottles. But I'm starting to feel like y'all cutting the bottles too. Because I got a bottle at Diamond the other night, and I promise you, it had me sick for 2 days. Like, my head was hurting so bad, I had to take my hair down.
Now, she's absolutely correct. What people tend to do at nightclubs is avoid having mixed drinks altogether because you don't know what kind of liquor they're using. So people tend to opt for the full bottle. But she stated the full bottle even got her sick. Y'all, but that's not all. They done got my friend Sadiddy Des too. Now, let's hear what she had to say.
Sadiddy Des.
I'm making this video for one reason and one reason only. What the fuck is in the liquor that they've been passing out in Atlanta? Y'all, I went out yesterday. I had maybe 3-4 shots.
I've clubbed in Atlanta too.
Sick as like I can't get out of my bed. Hands been shaking, throwing up on the toilet. Number 2, like I'm up.
Now you guys know this is true because I was in Atlanta and she canceled on me because she had gotten sick. But if you know the TikTok algorithm, it's always going to point you to the truth. Now shout out to this creator because he's got a little dirty secret to tell.
All right, I'm finna start snitching in 3, 2,
Let's start
1.
snitching.
So I used to work at this strip club in Atlanta while I was going to school, and I was the bar back. So they had me in the liquor room, like that was damn near my office. So all them expensive drinks, say like what y'all thought y'all was drinking? Don Julio, Patron, or Douce, Grey Goose, Hennessy, all that name brand. You might not have been drinking that all the time. Now, don't get me wrong, like if you was there at the beginning of the night, yeah, you probably had some. But as the night goes on, you're not drinking that.
Yeah.
Say them bottles was running low, right? Say we running out of them bottles. It was my job to get the cheap liquor that we had, put a funnel in the bottle, and fill that motherfucker back up to the top. And then put the spout back on it, and then seal it back up with a plastic seal with a hair dryer. Look like it was brand new.
Yep.
So you got some cheap ass $20 tequila and a $300 bottle of Patron or Don Julio.
What?
All right, check this out. I'm not putting no names in it. I'm not putting no brands in it. But I've worked for tons of bars. I've worked for tons of clubs. I was working at this particular bar, and the night was over. Sometimes a bouncer or two would stick around to make sure everything was safe, right? Everybody was out, the doors were locked. They're in there counting a lot of money, so, bouncers stick around just to make sure that everyone stays safe. You might got some creeps that might wait outside for one of the bartenders to walk to her car. So just make sure that everybody gets to their vehicle safely, everybody gets home safely, stuff like that, right? So I'm just sitting at the bar, watching them clean, watching them count money, whatever. And they pulled this big bottle of liquor out that's about that tall. Now, I know where they got this bottle from because I've seen this bottle and I bought this bottle. The bottle is only about 20, maybe 25 bucks at this particular store that you can buy it from. And I saw them bring down the other bottles of the higher end. It was tequila. They brought down the higher end bottles that were empty. And they took this $24 bottle and they started filling the other bottles. Now, I was just kind of shifty eyes. So I think one of the bar backs, he caught my eyes and he was like, let me tell you what happened. What goes down. He was like, this brand and this brand are the same exact alcohol, just in two different bottles. They sell it this way. They sell it this way. This one actually makes this one. Or something along that lines. One makes the other, right? And it's the same exact tequila. So they just fill it. I was like, wow. So people think that they drinking this tequila when they drinking this tequila. He was like, yeah, but again, it's the same exact tequila. So I don't know if we want to blame the bars and the clubs for the scam, for that particular scam, or we want to blame the liquor companies for that scam. Like, it's crazy. Everybody's scamming us. Shoot, I've seen them do it with lesser alcohol. So it's not even just that situation. Like, I've seen them, again, $20 bottle worth of something in a $100 bottle or something. And they're two different alcohols, but they look alike. People are partying. They're not really paying attention to what it tastes like, You got to be one of those connoisseurs that just go to tastings and they know what the difference in the tasting is. But if you're just a regular goer, like a club goer, you're not going to catch on. And she's upset. She's not going to make no money. But then at the same time, like, I would like to give her the benefit of the doubt, but like at the same time, you're running your own scam too, shorty. And it might even be because she's not making no money. She had to figure out some kind of scheme. But damn. Now the two scammers are about to go at it. She about to run up on Johnny, who looks like a weasel. He looks like a scam artist. I don't know what a scam artist look like, but he looks like one. Not my man standing outside with the White Ranger outfit. Y'all caught that? He had the white Power Ranger outfit on with the helmet. Wild.
In Johnny's face when they realize we've seen everything that they've done. Get out of here. This is the last time I tell you.
Okay. The hot dog trucks. The hot dogs. You see what I'm saying? You ever been to New York? There's a hot dog cart on every block. There's a hot dog cart every block. So she was going, and them glizzies is what? Maybe at the cart, $5? So she's making $10 off of every glizzy she sold. And you saw the whole club was munching down. It's crazy. She was coming. My man made off because he just got all cash. All his glizzies is gone. Because they got a club full of people right in front of him. Yo. See, I want to give her the benefit of the doubt, but you scamming too. You can't even be mad at him. Look at a scam artist. That's what a scam artist look like. A weasel. Ooh, that can't be trusted. Yo, look at him. That's one of those you can't trust them faces. Like, look at his face. Scam artist. Listen, again, what does a scam artist look like? Like that. Nah, shorty. No accountability whatsoever. Typical female that got caught. I'm sorry, ladies, but I gotta say it. Typical female that got caught. It's screw you guys. It's because of him. It's his fault. I wouldn't be doing this if he didn't do it. Screw you guys. I'm better than this. I could go find something better. Typical. Ooh, man. Yo, and that's just scratching the surface, guys. That I know I've witnessed way, way, way more scams than that. Those are just the ones that people know about, right? Bottle girls. I've seen bottle girls fight over money. Bartenders fight. Scams like this going on. I never seen somebody bring food from the outside, though. That's crazy. But I'm sure whatever you can think of as a scam in a club, it probably goes down. Like, use your imagination. It probably goes down. But that was a fun one. I want to find some more of these. If you know any scams, or if you've ever been scammed in a club and you knew it, and you know it was something that was just the craziest thing you've ever thought would happen to you in a club, type that down in the description. Talk about it. I would love to read it and see what other people's experiences have been in clubs, even people that still frequently go, what kind of scams that they know about in these clubs, what cities they may be in, right? So people can beware of those cities, all right? So please make sure you subscribe to this channel, like this video, and share it, right? Share it to your friends, your family members. Share it to the club owners. I don't care, right? they know what they doing, right? And, send some videos again, write your experiences down in the comment section, or send some other videos that you may come across so we can react to those too. All right, guys, until next time.